What's up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Alright guys, so today we're doing Q&As as usual. So I'm just going to go over the YouTube comments and then also the comments in the Facebook group. So if you have any questions and you're just joining, you can either enter them into the chat or you can leave a comment on this video afterwards. I can get it in, get to the comment or the question in the next stream. So let me go over to community. All right. Steve says, hey Chase, awesome video. I work for an SEO company that does local SEO, but I'm looking to branch out on my own. I have so many questions, but a big one I am hoping you can answer is how important are geographic locations and title tags? Are they necessary, or should title tags be focused on keyword and a compelling statement to entice user to click? Thanks. So if you're going local, I would make sure to include the area you're targeting, but also include qualifiers to entice clicks. And what qualifiers mean are unique CTAs in your titles that'll entice clicks. That will make people want to click on your SERP result, well, on your list, organic listing. For example, something like 5-star rating would be, that's what I use for a lot of them. 5 movers in target, movers plus target city plus 5-star reviews. And I'll show you an example of what this looks like. Hope that helps. So this is something I actually did for a moving company. So we go movers Santa Barbara. You'll see right here says Aloha Moving Santa Barbara, movers with amazing reviews. So that helps bring the click-through rate up super high, which we all know is a ranking signal to Google. So it also helps too if you can get your on-page signals when you're targeting geographic locations. It helps the map as well, supposedly. In the chat we got BMW Dallas saying, where have you been? I've been working, doing a lot of stuff. It's been crazy. I want to get back to doing more 2 to 3 videos at least again a day, but it's been really tough with the amount of stuff that I've been trying to handle lately. Darren said, yo, what's up, man? Adam says, hi, thanks for the video. I feel a little lost with what you're going through. By turning your profile into a business page, is it mainly to help promote yourself, sell if you're your own brand? How can I apply this to a business page that is under a totally different name and I'm not on the face of it, if that makes sense? A lot of what you've shown really is useful, but I personally felt it's missing some context to fully understand how to apply it. Still found it interesting though, thanks. So what Adam's talking about is you can actually convert a personal page to a business page and transfer all the likes. I don't think you would want to do this for a completely different brand page that doesn't involve you. Want to do this for a brand page that doesn't involve you because people are going to ignore the posts, and you're not going to get a favorable outcome from Facebook's algorithm. All right. By the way, one of the things I have been planning on doing is doing an overview of the recent posts I've been making. I don't know if you guys stay up to date with the content that I write, but I've been doing, I did 2 pretty big blog posts in the last week or so. And one of them was like all the different local SEO tips that I use that have been able to rank some of the sites that I do SEO on in pretty much months. And then the other one was how I actually make money doing SEO. So I'm probably going to be doing videos on these in the future. Maybe even today if I can get them in there. It'd be cool. And as usual, if you guys haven't joined the Facebook group, you can go to my homepage at chaserunner.com and you can enter your email and get into the Facebook group as well. All right, let's go back to the comments. So we got Morello saying, well done, good job, Chase. If you can help me, like you did, 11,000 views. Not sure what this means. You're saying nice tips, thank you. Oswayne says that was a nice show. The SEO show. This is really good, thanks, thank you. Why is the comment so dead? Where is everybody? Let me see. I always forget to leave my live stream open. We got 10 watching. All right, Miriam says that was really good. Thanks. Thank you. See, I knew you what the word gnarly means. So you don't have the text address on the map, but you do need to list it on the website in order to have a matching NAPW. I mean, it's preferable. So what Alan's asking is, I was in this series, I was able to get like a bunch of different Google My Business locations by hiring people off Craigslist and then sending a verification letter to them in different areas and then getting their address verified without showing it as an actual business address, just showing it as a service area. He's asking if you need to put the name, address, phone number, and website on the specific landing page that's going to be linked to from the Google My Business. And that would be preferable, but you can still rank that location without the on-page signals, like on the map. This is preferable. Whoops, preferable. But you can rank without listing the NAP on landing page. And I don't know why you would list the website on the landing page. You only list the NAPW on like local citation sites or generic citation sites. MD says, hello, please say the best way YouTube video rank. So I don't specialize in YouTube. Sufyan says, hello, Chase, what's up? BMW says, I have 4 Facebook 5-star reviews, but they are not displaying in the knowledge panel. They had been, but haven't shown up for around 3 weeks. Any ideas? What's up, man? So, I mean, that could be a lot of things. It could just be that Google doesn't want to show the reviews anymore for Facebook, for whatever your business is. It could be, you know, that they're A/B testing whether or not they actually want to show Facebook reviews. It could be that you need more reviews now. I don't know. That's something that I just wouldn't be able to tell you. I think your best bet is to probably try to get a couple more reviews and see if they get put back. You can see, like for me, well, actually, hold on. I don't have Facebook reviews on mine. Let's see. So these guys have a good amount of Facebook reviews. It's not showing on them either. So Google's constantly experimenting, like A/B testing with different things. Meaning like they're always changing stuff on like how the search results are displayed. So I would try not to worry too much about it, and I'd focus more on Google reviews first if I were you. Unless you already have a lot in your ranking locally. Blake says, "Yo, Rhindog, what's up, man?" Ionut says, "I've stumbled upon a SEO channel which I think promotes Black Hat. One of the solutions to rank locally was Google Map citations. You know what this is about?" Yeah, so I mean, as long as it's not PBNs, like citations are fine. I do citations, and basically what citations are is you're not buying links or anything. You're just showing your name of your business, your address, or your phone number on another website, and this can be like a local website. It can be like you know, an directory, but ideally you don't want to be listed on a bunch of directories. It's usually the best citations you can get are hyper local to your area or whatever your niche that you're in. So they're completely white hat unless you're buying links and people are selling them as citations. I'm pretty sure he was creating a lot of map locations with the same address, name, and phone for citations, but maybe you know more. Also, is this safe? I don't know about creating a lot of map locations. That sounds sketchy. If he's like creating like 5 Google My Business locations, that's terrible. Especially since there's a new algorithm called Possum. Well, it's not too new, but it is recent, and it does look for multiple business addresses with the same sort of information. They try to filter that stuff out. Hello, is it possible to rank a website without backlinks? Yeah. Backlinks are very important, but I've been able to rank for stuff around a bunch of different subjects without getting links, and I do think that people kind of go a little bit overboard on building links when maybe they should be focusing more on creating something of quality. But links are still, of course, a huge ranking factor. Sufjan says, "Chase, I am working on one project which is target to Texas, and I create recently 20 to 40 backlinks on Web 2.0, but Google did not index at least one backlink. That's because you don't want to be doing SEO by building Web 2.0s and distributing backlinks. It's a terrible strategy. I apologize for knocking your strategy, but you need to not do that. Best way to find if site might be penalized, rank drop. Well, it depends on what type of penalty you have. If it's a manual penalty, if it's an algorithmic penalty. The best way to tell is to start looking at the main type of penalties that you can get. Go into Search Console if you have it set up and see if there's any messages around any sort of spam or low quality links or anything like that. But you know, there's so many different types of penalties these days, whether they be manual or algorithmic. So I would not just say it could be one thing. Best, what are you talking about at Josh's conference? I'm going to be talking about local and how I'm able to rank sites really, really fast locally with all white hat tactics, and just kind of go through all the different stuff that I do for local. And by the way, if you guys want to meet me at the conference, I think I have a discount link. It's like an affiliate link that Josh gave me, and I can get you this. I'll put it in the chat if I can find it. Check my email. Here it is. So yeah, if you guys want to join the conference that I'll be at and I'll be speaking at, here is the link. Let me just get into my live stream. Muradel says thanks, you're welcome. There's the link. And by the way, we have 18 people watching because Google's algorithm or YouTube's algorithm favors live videos that are getting tons of likes and distributes it to more people. We only have 3 likes.
What's up, guys?
If the other 15 of you could like this video, we are going to hit more people with the video live right now, so that'd be sweet. We just got 1 like. Anyways, so we got Sally saying, how do I migrate to a new domain? Everything will be the same, just want to migrate. Step by step what to do, or roughly a layout. So you want to be really careful with the reason why you'd want to migrate to a new domain. And honestly, the best way to do this, if you are going to do this, is to do 301 permanent redirects and pass the link juice to the new site. But usually when you do switch domains, you do sometimes, most of the time, see a drop in the rankings. So I really would consider not changing the domain unless you absolutely have to. The other thing about changing the domain, if it's a brand new domain and you've established a lot of authority with the older domain, that can be also harder to recover from if you're going to be just switching to a brand new domain. So I would really try not to do that unless you absolutely have to for like some sort of branding purpose. Blake says, nice, sweet. Blake says, hit me up with the link. I might go. There it is. Sally says, I have pretty good rankings, so I was wondering if 301s will keep most SEO juice. So 301s don't keep all of it, but they keep most of it, yeah. But like I said, there's a little bit more that goes into it. Jenny's going to be like, WTF. Oh. Thanks for the detailed information. Thanks for the feedback. I mean, if you have to rebrand, you can do it, but I would do a little bit more research on kind of like, because there's a lot of people that I've read articles who've done it and then really kind of suffered from the rankings drops for a while. So if you have to do it, then do it. But Chase, can you please suggest me a tutorial about creating backlinks? I have one that I did. If you look up off-page SEO 2017, my video is right there. It's like part 4 of the SEO series I made. You are welcome. Thanks for the appreciation. Where is about page schema? I have it on my site on chasereiner.com/about. If you want to run it through structured data testing tool. Julio says, best way to get back to Google God's good side after penalty. So if it's a link penalty, then, or it, like I said earlier, it could be an algorithmic or it could be a manual. You have to be more specific with what kind of penalty you got. Like this could be an entire, video covering the different types of penalties and how to recover from them. This isn't just something that I can just answer in a general way. Darren says, hi Chase, after watching your video, my biggest regret is having 3,000 likes on a Facebook page rather than a Facebook group. Well, you can't get likes on a Facebook group, so what tips do you have for making Facebook pages work for your future marketing? So, okay, so first of all, whoops, you can't get likes on a Facebook group. Second of all, for Facebook, I created a video here if you'd like to see what I know about making pages work. And let me go get that. Facebook 2017. Oops, Facebook is one word. Can I link in the comments to another video? I think I can. Yeah, I definitely can. Jones Lee says, just thing I was looking for. Great channel. God, I found a lot of content to get through. Thanks for the feedback. Jones. Whoops. Keep me updated. What is the little bit more that goes into it? Can you elaborate a little bit? So like I would Google how to change domain and without losing SEO or something. And I would read into this a little bit before you just go and just try to do a bunch of 301s. Like, for instance, you're going to want to do certain things like in the webmaster tools. It looks like you can fill out change of address form. So I wouldn't just go freaking balls to the wall and do it immediately. I would spend a little bit of time, because like I said, this is something where if you don't do it correctly, you can really get a lot of rankings dropped, and you really don't want that. Chase, do you... Oh, sorry. Sufan says, thanks, you're welcome. Jonathan says, how soon should JSON LD schema markup show up in SERP, specifically review schema? So assuming that you did it correctly, and you're hopefully showing the reviews on that page, so you don't get a spammy manual penalty for, manual penalty for spammy review markup. I would say after you fetch the search result and it gets reindexed, it picks it up pretty much instantly. But I don't know if I know that Google is sometimes now not showing the review markup for certain websites depending on the trust of those websites. So for me, like, I know on when I did the review markup for my reviews page, it happened almost immediately. But I've done it for other pages, I think, in the past, and it took like a week or two for it to show up. So I would just try to index it in the search console, make sure you have a sitemap and that kind of thing, and make sure that the review markup's good to go with the structured data testing tool. And then if it's not there in like a week or two, then I would check back into it. Is call on... Oh, sorry. Chase, do you remember how you did get the first 100 subscribers for your channel? How hard it was? Yeah, so I mean, what I did is I just tried to go for all the really competitive keywords, like SEO 2017, local SEO, and I started getting a lot of views because I was ranking for those keywords. So I would just try to focus on talking about something that you know a lot about, creating long form content, and I would start creating some sort of value ladder around, you know, what does your free content go to in terms of your first step, which is your free content, and then your next step, which is your lowest barrier to entry for what people would be paying for, and then also start funneling people to groups and whatnot. Anna says, what are the odds? I'm looking to sort out my acupuncture site. You're doing it right here. Thank you. Thanks, Anna. How are things going so far? Is the call only ad on Google better than text ad for local business? I would say no, but I haven't really experimented a lot with the call only ad. I've had it once, and I didn't really get that great of results. I would rather do a text ad with a call extension if I were you. And then also there you can use a text extension as well, which works pretty well. CT House Ninja says super video, passing this on to a friend. Right on. Sally says, how important heavy is having your keywords in your domain? I ranked pretty quickly for a niche with a domain that included my keyword in my city. Sorry, one second. How important heavy is having the click-through rate? Because you would get bold in your exact match domain would be helpful in terms of ranking, but having like the exact match is not supposed to be a ranking factor. So, I mean, when I do this locally for like local companies, I try to make it exact match just because I can brand it as, like, for instance, iPhone repair Santa Barbara.com, and then everything's under that name. You don't have to do this though. There's tons of people who are ranking like just with like, you know, their brand names and then including their keywords as well. For instance, like SBPC Tech, which his domain is SBPC Tech, but it doesn't say like, you know, the exact match Santa Barbara computer repair. So I would try to, if you can, for local, maybe do exact match, but for national, I would try to come up with something more like unique instead of just trying to get exact match keywords. Unless you're like maybe doing black hat or something. But in the end, it's not as important as it used to be. Sally says, but now I want to expand to neighboring cities and the domain is a problem, but I was wondering how much of the ranking came from just the domain. Like I said, the exact match doesn't really do anything anymore. Recommendations for web hosting, currently with HostGator, but thinking about WP Engine. Yeah, so I would do WP Engine, and that's not just because I have an affiliate link. If you do want to use WP Engine, let me know. I can give you the affiliate link, and we can just split the. I think it's like $200, which is pretty nice. But for review markup penalty recovery, what's your question? Spammy penalty for review markup penalty recovery. Are you asking how to recover from spammy review markup penalty? So I actually just got one of these penalties for one of my sites, for my computer repair site, because I had it on every single page in the footer. So I think what you do is you just get rid of the pages that aren't going to be showing the testimonials, right? So you wouldn't have review markup on pages that don't have reviews. And then I think you just resubmit the site after you do that and say that it's fixed. And then I think that's how you get out of that. Did you experience better results with longer videos, bigger than 30 minutes, or a medium video? So it really depends on the actual intent of what people are looking for. So like, for instance, I have a video on how to send money in Snapchat, which is like ranking #1, and it has like 40,000 views or something. It's only like a minute. But that's because nobody wants to watch a 60-minute video on how to send money when it only takes a minute to figure out how to do that. In terms of the SEO, I did like an hour video, and I think that really helped because I knew that people were going to stay around longer. And once you understand the ranking factors of YouTube, which is the highest factor would be average session duration, you're going to be able to rank your videos a lot higher. And generally by creating longer form videos around informational topics and like being able to keep people around is going to help you rank higher. Sorry about that. Julio says yes. Recommended keyword research tool. I use KW Finder in what is it? Keywordtool.io right now, and then Keyword Planner. I like to cross check. Also, there's this really cool one now by Reddit, and it's called Keyword Research Tool by Reddit, or for Reddit. I think it's called where is it? It's like Redditor or something. Keyword it. And this gives you all the keywords like basically based off what people are saying in certain subreddits. So if I type in like SEO or big SEO, this is going to give me everything that people are talking about in that subreddit. So like Google homepage, Google page speed, Chrome developer tools, digital marketing agency. So this gives like a really good way to like get keyword ideas because this is already stuff that like people are talking about in forums. So, all right. James said, hey, I read the other day that they are doing away with Google Map Pack and are doing something, I think, Google Home Services. Do you know anything about that? I don't know where you read that from, but I do know in certain places they have, like San Francisco, for instance, plumbing. They have, like, this is what you're going to see. Oh, it looks like they have these back now. They've been experimenting with this, but you'll see, like, here. This is like, I think, Google Home Services or something, which is like completely different than the Google Map Pack. I don't know if they're going to do this everywhere. Maybe they will, but either way, there's always going to be a different, there's always going to be something you can do in terms of marketing. Like all of these algorithms are very similar in terms of a lot of them are based off main ranking factors around like reviews and citations. And maybe this one's more around paid, but if anything, it's probably something that you can learn pretty quickly. Andrew said, hey, have you heard of agency analytics? If so, how does that compare to SEO Profiler? I have not, but SEO Profiler is just one of those things that's like, it's just one of those things that gives you like an extra competitive edge. And it really depends on how you use it, but there's a lot of ways you can get rankings without using a lot of tools. Have you heard, I'm thinking about switching to hosting from Linode, but it is a completely not managed VPS. Do you think it's worth an extra work to save 30 to 40 a month? I don't know what Linode is, but it is not a completely, it is a completely not managed virtual private server. Do you think it's worth the extra? I don't know. I don't know anything about Linode. So that's like one of those things that I can't help you with, man. I'm sorry. Patrick says thanks. Desmond says hi, Chase. What's up, man? Bart says, my biggest regret, trying to sell SEO first to new clients. As soon as I stopped calling myself CEO of XYZ or a marketer and calling myself executive producer, I started to get past the gatekeeper. I stopped selling SEO as a lead in and selling reputation marketing, not reputation management, rep marketing. Through much research, I have found that ages 18 to 34 don't care about what position on a website is in a SERP. The most important thing was the reputation of a business. So if first position website with less than a 5-star review was overlooked for someone with a 5-star review, now I build a company's reputation and market it before I add any other service. Call business you patron and tell them you have done such a great job that they have done such a great job for you and you want to do something special for them because your company is producing several 1-minute review commercials as a beta program to bring awareness to local businesses. And since they have done such a great job for you, you want to do something special for them and produce a commercial for them and cover all the production costs. Check out Tiffany Tampa reviews to understand. Is this just like a huge sales pitch to put on my channel? I don't even know how to respond to this. At first, I thought this was feedback, but now I think after reading this entire comment, I think this is a plug for your business. Well done. Because I'm not even sure. Jason says, haha, 17,000 words, you're a champion. He's talking about an article I made that was 17,000 words. We are the champions. Sally says, can you have more than one person access the analytics from a site? I mean, you can add other users to your Google Analytics and have them access it, yeah. Where do you recommend getting article written? I would check out Writer Access. Unless you're just doing like a rank and rent site or something, you can outsource a lot of the content on Fiverr and then have people reformat it who are better writers, or you could just do it yourself. Rahul says, hi Chase, how are you? Good, man, how are you? Matthew says 480p, just no. Is this only in 480p? This says 1080. That's weird. Joan says, cool, thanks Chase, you're welcome. Alright. Love hearing about your client interactions and growth. I am going through similar stuff, fun but stressful. You mentioned switching from hourly rates to packaged products. What are some examples? I have basic on-page SEO and local SEO package. Do you have similar stuff, or do you mean something else altogether? Thanks for sharing all of this great content. I don't have extremely specific, whoops, packages at the moment. Just a lot of the packages are based off roadmaps. I don't believe there is a one size fits all option for SEO implementation. Gotta change your settings. It adapts depending on your internet speed. Is it possible to rank reviews with the product SERPs, or is that a thing of the past? It seems Google has done a good job of separating the two. Is it possible to rank reviews with the product SERPs? Do you mean the product markup on the site? I don't know what product SERPs are. Is that like a certain type of search result? I think you're talking about product markup, right? And then can you get reviews with product markup? Iona, it says, I wanted to ask you for a long time. What is your everyday routine? When do you work for how many hours? When do you rest? When do you learn, and so on? That'd be a good video idea to create. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. I work out first thing in the morning. Then I'll work probably around 7 to 8 hours from like 9 to 5, sometimes later. I used to work like 10 to 15 hours a day. In terms of like what I do in that time, a lot of it lately has been managing the business and the different people working for me, and trying to stay on top of like all the different questions I've been getting through emails and through YouTube and through Facebook and all that stuff. In terms of like the more specific stuff I do, like what do I eat and like what do my normal days look like when I'm not working, it really depends. Right now I'm trying to bulk, and I've been eating a lot of garbage just so I can gain weight because I've been trying to put on muscle. But that's a completely different subject, and you guys probably aren't too interested. Anyways, Sally says, what are your favorite WordPress plugins or themes besides Yoast? What else is a must to have in your opinion? So I would check out this post I made, top 29 SEO tools, and this kind of talks about this stuff. In terms of the theme, I think the best SEO theme right now is the Genesis framework, because it marks up all of your different stuff with Schema. Keith says, like the difference in searching for oven and best oven in 2017. I'm sorry, Keith. You're asking me, is it possible to rank reviews with the product SERPs? Or is that a thing in the past? It seems Google has done a good job at separating the two. And then you said, like the difference in searching for oven and best oven. Well, when you search for oven, are you talking about these right here? Like Google Shopping? And these reviews right here? Because that doesn't have to do with Schema, if that's what you're asking me. I don't know what you're saying. Is it possible to rank reviews? Like being able to outrank the actual product with reviews. So are you talking about these products right here, the sponsored, and being able to outrank them with reviews? Or are you talking about in the search results using review markup and being able to outrank these organic search results with review markup? Or product markup with reviews? So the problem is that a lot of you guys aren't very specific with your questions, and I know it sounds probably like this is something that's easy to understand, but that basically saying, is it possible to rank reviews with the product SERPs? It's just not being specific enough. I think he was referring to review product pages like Amazon review pages. So are we talking about the organic search results, or are we talking about sponsored Google Shopping? I need to know that. Suram says, great video, bro. I'm second-year entrepreneur and you're hitting all the points. Thanks, man. Thanks for the feedback. So Keith's saying just organic. So you're asking me, is it possible to do like a post of you doing reviews, or you're talking about actually people like reviewing something? Like, BMW says, when are the audits going back to 200? I don't know, man. I've been keeping them at 500 and it's been nice. Nobody's been booking me. I've been thinking about putting it back, but I just haven't done it yet because I've been like, enjoying not needing to do like 5 audits a week now. Google seems to be grouping all products together and pushing out all the reviews of them unless the keywords like best are added to the search query. Google seems to be grouping all products together and pushing out all the reviews of them unless the keywords like best are added to the search query. Okay, let's see. Best oven 2017. Okay, so you're saying like people who do reviews of ovens, right? So this isn't actually like you getting reviews for an oven, like for a business. So oven is so every different type of search that you do has a different user intent. So if I look up panda, the rap song's gonna come up because the user intent is to find the rap song, not to find a panda bear. Now, if you type in panda bear, the user intent is to find a panda bear or a panda bear musician. I don't even know what that is. Giant panda. Panda bear's a musician, I guess. So the same thing with oven. When people type that in, they're looking for a product. They're not looking for reviews, apparently, from what Google can interpret. But if you type in best oven, people are looking for reviews, which is why that shows up. Does that make sense? Morally Coaching says, great video. Do you have a course that's slower and step by step? I get confused with all the information you go to and from, but awesome videos. Thank you. You can actually slow down the video in the settings on YouTube. Hi Chase, I have 2 issues I'm unable to crack. One, within SEMrush, I'm seeing tons of mixed and duplicate content errors. Saying I have a bunch of HTTPS pages and links, but I don't even use SSL or HTTPS. I'm only using HTTP. Is this possibly just suggesting that I do use HTTPS, or did I maybe index wrong? I'm getting other duplicate content errors, and the only thing I can think of is that I have the same call to action at the bottom of most of my pages, which consists of a line of text and a button. Should I remove this from all pages and change it up? I had no idea CTA could count as duplicate content. You rock, man. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks for the feedback, Tommy. I don't know about SEMrush's SEO checker, but I do know if you use site : name of site, you can see if there are any HTTPS versions being indexed. In terms of the CTA being duplicate content, there are 2 types of content Google talks about in their new quality guidelines. These types of content are original content, whoops, and main content and supplementary content. Having the CTA, oh shoot, did I just get out of there? No, did I just, oh, okay, cool. The CTA would count as supplementary content, which Google doesn't take into consideration as duplicate content because it knows it's there for user experience. If you're using the exact same text on every page describing an item as the main content, then you will have a problem. Hope that helps. Sally says, is your course going to go on sale on Black Friday, half off? I would buy it. I might do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. When is that? That's not for a while though. Micah says, have you ever audited a directory listing site, i.e. since you familiar with WP plugin, WordPress plugins, one like Listify, Listing Pro, etc. for a local site? Yeah, I have, but it wasn't live because they paid for a private audit because they didn't want to show, they had a huge directory site. It was like 90,000 pages indexed. Micah says, is there any tips on how to go about that versus normal schema, since listing could be selling products, services, etc.? Is there any way to go about that versus normal schema, since listings could be selling products, services, etc.? Well, it depends on what you're doing, right? I don't know if your listings are selling products or services. And honestly, you can mark up services with product markup. So it depends on the situation. I don't know exactly what you're doing, so I couldn't tell you like specifically what type of markup you should use. Okay. I just spent like 10 minutes trying to answer Keith's question, and then I finally answered it. He just like doesn't say anything. So frustrating. All right, Sally says, besides Google Analytics, is there any other service you recommend for analytics for small business? Hold on. Besides Google Analytics, is there any other service you recommend for analytics for small business? Anything free or very cheap, big sites and extra services on top of Google Analytics? I don't know why. I don't understand why you would need more analytics than Google Analytics. I was using Jetpack or something at one point, and the analytics were fine. I know some people use like Monster Insights, but that's connected to Google Analytics. So, yeah, I don't know why you'd want to use other analytics. I mean, honestly, you can also look at your Google My Business analytics as well. But Ianet says, do you have any advice to people who are looking to hire SEOs? How to detect if the guy for SEO business? How to detect if the guy the guy or SEO business knows what he is doing? What to ask or what to search about him? I mean, that's just like vetting people in general. And honestly, like I'm still going through a hard time trying to find people like who. So there's two different types, right? There's the people who know what they're doing and then just don't get it done. And then there's the people who don't know what they're doing, but they say they know what they're doing, and then they don't get it done either. And both of these people are terrible, and it's hard to figure out like when the people actually do know what they're doing and then they actually do get it done. Because a lot of people, when they're behind like a computer and they're not being watched, they would rather, you know, just get paid to not do anything. And I feel like that's been happening not lately, but that has happened. And it's hard to, you know, separate these people, especially because sometimes people will start out really strong and then they'll just stop working as hard. That also happens when you start paying people hourly, which is why it's so important to figure out what keeps these people motivated. I'm not even gonna read Peter's question. I'm just gonna block him. Yes, I don't know why big companies use something else besides Google Analytics. Are other tools more advanced or more specific? All right, we got 27 people watching, 17 likes. If the other 10 of you guys could leave a like, that'd be sick. All right, Vishal says, hey, Reiner, you are too much good, but I have one question, which is best and fast way to get keyword on first page, like content marketing or link building. If content marketing is so, which content marketing is best, like PBN or official blog? Which is best for do follow backlinks? Hope you get my point. Sorry for my English. I get so many people asking me like, how do I rank for the keyword Google, or how do I rank for the keyword SEO? And it's like, It's just so general. I just don't know what to keep saying. Like, I don't know what to tell people. Like, I feel like I need to come up with like a basic response. It's just like, it's not that easy. Is that what I should just say right now? That easy, brother. Keep working on it. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks, Melissa. Embarrassing moments with mom. Hey, that was cool. Oh yeah, my mom was in this video. Amazing information. Do you offer a complete in order step-by-step course that I can purchase? This is great, just so fast and everywhere lol. But thank you for making this choice. Thanks for the feedback, Richard. My only course, my only paid course can be found here. Do you have any videos that show your exact link building process? Yeah, so earlier I was showing you guys, if you just go to YouTube and Google YouTube off-page SEO 2017, you'll find a video I made on that. Not applicable anymore. Yep, bummer. Pitchbox is the most ridiculous company. That's hilarious. I'm assuming you're not affiliated with them, and that's just your assumption. If that's true, then they know even less about business than I thought. The unpleasant man I had the misfortune of chatting with for about 3 minutes had no knowledge about the size of our company, our team, our marketing budget, our turnover, our valuation, our investors, or how much money we raised, which is no small change. He was obnoxious, rude, and the entire process was a complete waste of time. Regardless, you can't have transparent and fixed pricing and then essentially say we reserve the right to refuse service. If it's for financial reasons, more business equals more money, then it's completely absurd because your prices are known when customers opt to buy. If you sell something, geez, this guy's really mad. I'm not going to respond to this because I don't really know what to say. He seems like he just needs to vent. Jamar says, does the receiver see the true name? I don't know anything about this stuff. I made one Snapchat video and everybody's like asking me questions about Snapchat and I don't know anything about it. Great stuff. Thank you. FYI, for keywordtool.io, you clearly use the pro version. The free version only gives you the keywords, but with no other info. Yeah, I think I mentioned that this is a paid tool. Micah says, type in link building 2017 on YouTube. BMW says, how to set up an auto email responder when client submits a registration form. You can just integrate it with MailChimp and figure out. I think you could use probably something like, I don't know, Thrive Leads or something to set up like a opt-in. I don't know if Contact Form 7 like integrates with MailChimp. I don't have an autoresponder set up for a contact form yet, but that would be a good idea to do. The Webmaster E says, I'm ready to pay someone for citation building. What's the latest, greatest service to use? So I use somebody that works really well. If you want to message me, I can give you their link, but I don't publicly display it on my YouTube channel. If you build lots of links from free sites and blogs in one day, do you think Google will penalize you? Would it be better if the link building is spread through a couple weeks? So I mean, if it's natural link building, then you should be fine. But if you're like manually building links, that's bad. That's still black hat, and you can get penalized for that. The Webmaster E says Chase has a guy. If you pay him $5, he will provide you with. It's funny. I haven't actually charged. I've given this link to like 10 people. I haven't charged any of them $5 yet. I've just been too lazy to PayPal invoice people. There's so much money that I could make off of like all these different people, and I just choose not to because I'm too lazy. It's terrible. Thanks, Steve. Give it to me. Thank you, Chase. You're most welcome. Hey, if any of you guys watched me my videos back when I used to drink the huge water jugs, press 1 in the comments. When are we posting? Where are we posting the meme to? Too late now, my friend. Great job, Chase. Your videos are so helpful. Thanks, Anna. Oh, what? You guys are old school. Phil, Diamond, BMW. You guys have been around for so long. Like, I feel like I need to do some fan appreciation something. What can I give you guys? Micah too. What? Ionut too. I know Ionut. It's been around. Carl says, fake negative Google My Business reviews have hit my business website rankings. If Google are going to use social signals for ranking, they should make sure it's not possible to leave fake 1-star reviews for businesses. I know this is a bummer, but you can combat this with massive review generation via Facebook groups. Adam's been around. Rahul. Phil misses the garage. I don't. That garage. Actually, I did way more videos back then. I've been considering creating a Patreon. I don't know if you guys would be interested in helping, but I've been considering creating a Patreon just so I can get back to doing like 5 to 6 videos again a day. The reason why I can't do 5 to 6 videos a day is because I have to do so much around like the SEO stuff, like managing clients and whatnot. But if people were like making donations monthly, I could go back to making like a bunch of tutorials again and like helping everybody. But I haven't gotten around to do that yet because I don't know how well that would work. But I love all the ones I'm seeing. That's great. Rahul says static on 1507, page authority, spam score, improvements within 7 months. Nice. Nice, man. Blake says LMAO. Monil says you look like a young, sleepy, messy-haired Alex Becker. I think I need to post that in the group. It's weird. They have Facebook page. Like you can make a Facebook page for your group now and comment with your Facebook page in the group. Which is really interesting. I don't know what the benefit of that is because I used to post as Chase, but now it's posting as White Hat SEO Network by Chase Reiner. Which is really weird. I don't know why they did that. All right. What's up, Chase? TBE SEO Rainman. Chris, you win the award for the funniest YouTube comments. Nice office. Thanks, Peter. Yvonne says always valuable. Thanks, Yvonne. Are there equivalent tools for SEO in other languages, like the keyword finder, for instance? Is there a version of that in Spanish? I have no idea. Do you speak Spanish, Sally? Thanks a lot for all the answers. I'm not sure if you realize, but you inspire a lot of us. For me, watching your videos was a wake-up call, maybe to find another path in my life. Thanks again. Thanks, Ironut. That was the ultimate goal. Done. Nice job. Nice, man. One more thing I want to add. Bookmarking is an old thing now, but I'm a newbie in SEO, so I use social bookmarking sites to generate backlinks. So tell me how to check the authenticity of a website if you do not consider Moz metric domain authority. How do you check the authenticity of the trustworthiness of a site? I don't read into this stuff. And I also would not recommend using social bookmarking sites as an SEO strategy. Where did you learn everything you know, or most of what you know? Self-taught, or you took a course? I just locked myself in a room for like literally months and just only read blogs. I just Googled all the things I didn't know about SEO. Like every time I heard something about SEO, I would just Google it. I would just go like SEO. And then I would look for like other things. Like I literally would just go and like look at keywords that people were searching and then just go read like 3 or 4 pages, like all the different search results. And like for like hours and hours. I was like literally like insane, like with how much I was like absorbing knowledge for like hours and hours and hours a day. Ironnet says, thanks for a lot, or sorry, I think I just read that. Yes, I'm from South America. It's not Sally, by the way, it's Salius. Salius? Is that how you say it? Salius? Lead Gen Army says, Chase, while many of the questions in this video made me laugh, I can tell some of them were frustrating. If I was doing what you were doing and I got questions like that every week, it would totally burn me out on doing Q&As. Maybe you could start screening like 15 to 20 questions ahead of time, then answer them live while reading like relevant comments on them. Just an idea to help you out and help out the relevant content within your videos. By the way, I love your videos and all the knowledge that you share for free to the SEO community. Not many of the SEO guys out there hustle like you are. It would be cool to see you do more live off-page SEO outreach keyword research. Thanks, Lead Gen Army. Nice name, by the way. I want to start doing more tutorials. However, I'm not in a position right now to be spending a lot of my time doing this until I can streamline my business. Thanks. Julio says 111. Late reaction from Julio. Should I embed Google Maps on the different location pages that I have on my website? Any SEO benefit? I don't know if that gives you a benefit. I have heard that some people say it does. And if anything, it should help the user experience for people to be able to see where you're at. I would say if you wanted to do it, it would probably be a good idea. I wouldn't use it as like a SEO like ranking strategy though. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to be more powerful in terms of ranking your site. Sorry, missed live video. My biggest struggle right now is figuring out why websites that don't do much on-site SEO are ranking better than sites I'm doing with good SEO practices. One thing they are doing is keyword stuffing, so frustrating. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. Bernadetta, I would figure out what the intent of the search is and optimize for UX and create quality content around your subject, as well as do many other things, but ideally this can't be honed down to one thing. Honed down, is that a word? Honed down. Like I know it's a word, but it just doesn't sound right. Honed down. Yeah, that's right. Yes, it would be great to hear more about your disposition, taking on a bunch of clients in the month you reference. I did a video on this. The next video after this one. Let me know what you think. Have you done SEO audit for adult content websites? Do you think it is too different as regular websites, or you go the same way about as usual businesses? I've done something close to that, but not close enough. In terms of whether or not it's going to be different, every website's different, but I would probably be doing a lot of the same things in terms of plugging the site into Screaming Frog and, you know, a lot of the things I go through in all of my other audits. Which sounds chill as fuck. All right. I think that's it for the questions from YouTube. I didn't get to the questions on the Facebook group, which is unfortunate because I know there's a lot of questions, but I may do that tomorrow. So I think I'm going to call it on this one, guys. I really appreciate you guys for joining and for being around for as long as you guys have, for all the people who pressed 1. If you haven't already, it's the last chance to hit that like button. It looks like all of you guys already did, so I do appreciate that. And anyways, until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.